Emily, can I tell you something a little embarrassing?
Of course, John. What happened?
Last week, I was so busy that I told myself, I don't have time for English today. And then I checked my phone. I had spent 40 minutes scrolling videos of cats falling off chairs.
Oh no, 40 minutes for cats? 0 minutes for English.
Exactly. And that is when I realized the problem was never time. The problem was where my time was going.
That is such a common mistake. So many learners say, I don't have time. But really, they have time. They just don't use 10 minutes of it for English.
Right. And that is exactly what we are talking about again today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beginner English, your simple, friendly place to learn real English every day. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. Last time, we shared 5 ways to practice speaking for just 10 minutes a day. And so many of you tried it and told us in the comments how much it helped.
Thank you for that. We read every comment.
Today, we are back with part 2. 5 brand new 10-minute techniques you have not heard from us before.
Different tips, same goal. Real speaking progress with just 10 minutes a day.
But first, a quick question for you.
Yes, tell us in the comments, which one of our 5 tips from last time did you try first?
Write your answer below. We love reading your comments. And if you are new here, welcome. Subscribe to Beginner English so you never miss a lesson.
Stay with us till the end, because tip 5 today might be the most surprising one we have ever shared. Let's start. Tip number 1. And this one is a fun one. What is it called?
I call it talk to your day.
Talk to your day. Explain that, John.
Okay, so at the end of your day, maybe before bed, you speak out loud and you tell your day like a story, like you are telling a friend what happened.
Oh, so like a summary.
Exactly, but in past tense. This morning, I woke up late. I made breakfast quickly. Then I went to work and I had a meeting with my manager. After work, I felt tired, so I watched a movie. That's it. Simple past sentences.
Why is this so useful?
Because most learners only practice present tense. I am doing this. I am doing that. But real conversation needs past tense too. Someone asks you, "How was your weekend?" And you freeze. This tip trains you for that exact moment.
That makes so much sense. And it's personal, so you never run out of things to say.
Your day is different every single day. 2 minutes before bed, telling your day like a story.
Tip 1. Talk to your day. Practicing your past tense with real memories.
Tip number 2, and this one needs your phone, but not for scrolling this time. What is it?
The 1-minute no-stop challenge.
That sounds intense.
It is a little intense, but very powerful. Here is how it works. Set a timer for 1 minute. Pick any topic. Your favorite food, your last holiday, your job, anything. And speak for the full 60 seconds without stopping.
No stopping at all?
No long pauses, no going silent. If you don't know a word, you keep going. You describe around it, you say something else.
Oh, that sounds difficult.
It is difficult at first, but that is the whole point. In real conversation, people don't wait for you to think for 10 seconds. This trains your brain to keep speaking even when it's not perfect.
So mistakes are okay here.
Mistakes are completely okay. This tip is not about correct grammar. It's about fluency. Fluency means speaking smoothly and naturally, without too many stops and breaks.
Can we try it right now?
Let's try. Topic, my favorite season. Ready? 1 minute, starting now.
My favorite season is winter. I like winter because the weather is cool and I can wear my favorite jacket. In my country, winter is not too cold, but the mornings are fresh and nice. I enjoy drinking hot tea in the morning during winter. Also, winter has some holidays, and I like spending time with my family during that time. The only thing I don't like about winter is that the days are shorter and it gets dark early.
That's it. 1 minute. Great job. You didn't stop once.
I wanted to stop 2 times, but I just kept talking.
That's exactly the skill we're building. 1 minute, no stop, any topic.
Tip 2, the 1 minute no stop challenge. Building real fluency under a little pressure.
Tip number 3, and this one is about a mistake almost every learner makes.
What mistake?
Practicing only easy sentences.
Explaining more, please.
Many learners practice speaking, but they always choose safe, easy sentences. My name is John. I like coffee. The weather is nice. Simple sentences. And that's not wrong, but it doesn't push you forward.
So what should we do instead?
Practice explaining, not just describing. Give yourself a small challenge question, and instead of one sentence, give a full explanation with a reason.
For example?
Instead of saying, I like my job, explain why. I like my job because I get to solve problems every day. And when I finish a difficult task, I feel proud of myself.
Oh, that's a much bigger sentence.
Exactly. And that's the skill real conversations need. People don't just want a short answer. They want your reason, your opinion, your example.
So this tip is really about upgrading simple answers into real explanations.
Perfectly said. Pick one question a day. Why do you like your city? Why is your job difficult? Why do you want to learn English? And answer with at least 3 connected sentences, not one.
Tip 3, explain, don't just describe. Turning short answers into real explanations.
Tip number 4, and I really love this one.
What is it?
Voice message to yourself.
Voice message to yourself? How does that work?
You open any voice recording app on your phone, and you record a short voice message, like you're sending it to a friend, but you keep it for yourself.
What would you talk about?
Anything. Your opinion on something, advice for someone, a small story. And then, this is the important part, you save it. Every single day, you save one new voice message.
Oh, so after some weeks, you have many recordings.
Exactly. And that is where the real power is. After 2 weeks, you can go back and listen to your very first recording and compare it to your most recent one. And you can actually hear your progress. Progress means the improvement you make over time, getting better step by step.
That must feel amazing, actually hearing yourself improve.
It really does. And it also builds something very important, comfort with your own voice. Many learners feel shy about their voice in English. This tip slowly removes that shyness.
Tip 4, voice message to yourself. Recording your progress so you can hear it with your own ears. And now, tip number 5, the one I promised you at the beginning.
What is it, John?
Speak with a filler word ban.
A filler word ban? What does that mean?
First, let's explain filler words. Filler words are small sounds or words we use when we're thinking, like like, or repeating you know.
Oh, I use those a lot actually.
Everyone does, in every language. But too many filler words make your English sound less confident, even when your grammar is perfect.
So the challenge is no filler words at all?
For your 10-minute practice, yes. If you feel the urge to say you replace it with silence instead. A short pause is always better than
That's interesting. Silence sounds better than filler words.
It really does. Silence sounds calm and thoughtful. Filler words sound nervous, even when you're not. So during your daily practice, whichever tip you choose today, add this rule. Catch yourself and replace filler words with a small pause.
At first, it will feel strange.
Very strange, almost uncomfortable. But after some days, your speaking will sound noticeably calmer and more natural. Natural means it sounds smooth and real, not stiff or robotic.
Exactly. And that's the final goal of everything we teach here. Natural, comfortable, confident English.
Tip 5. The filler word ban. Replacing and with calm, confident silence.
Okay, now let's slow down and go through today's important vocabulary together. First word, fluency. Fluency means speaking smoothly and naturally, without too many stops or breaks. Say it with us. Fluency. Fluency. For example, I want to improve my speaking fluency.
You can also say, her fluency has improved a lot this year. Fluent is the adjective. She speaks fluent English.
So instead of saying, I want to speak smoothly, say, I want to improve my fluency. Second word, progress. Progress means the improvement you make over time, getting better step by step. Say it with us. Progress. Progress. For example, I can see my progress every week.
You can also say, keep practicing and you will make progress. Progress can also be a verb. My English is progressing well.
So instead of saying, I am getting better slowly, say, I am making progress.
Third word, filler words.
Filler words are small sounds like or that people use while thinking during speech.
Say it with us. Filler words. Filler words.
For example, try to reduce your filler words when you speak.
You can also say, silence is better than filler words.
So instead of saying, I say too much, say, I need to reduce my filler words.
Fourth word, natural.
Natural means smooth, real, and comfortable, not stiff or forced.
Say it with us. Natural. Natural.
For example, I want my English to sound natural.
You can also say, that conversation felt very natural. The opposite would be robotic or stiff.
So instead of saying, I don't want to sound like a robot, say, I want to sound more natural.
And our final word, explanation.
Explanation means giving your reason or details about something, not just a short answer.
Say it with us. Explanation. Explanation.
For example, can you give me a full explanation?
You can also say, I want to explain my opinion clearly. Explain is the verb. Explanation
is the noun.
So instead of saying, let me tell you why, say, let me give you an explanation.
And that brings us to the end of today's lesson. Let's quickly review our 5 new tips.
Tip 1, talk to your day, practicing past tense with your real memories.
Tip 2, the 1-minute no-stop challenge, building fluency under a little pressure.
Tip 3, explain. Don't just describe. Upgrading short answers into real explanations.
Tip 4, voice message to yourself, recording your progress so you can hear it grow.
Tip 5, the filler word ban, replacing and with calm, confident silence.
Combine these with the 5 tips from our last video, and you now have 10 powerful ways to practice speaking English in just 10 minutes a day.
You don't need a classroom. You don't need a partner. You just need your voice, 10 minutes, and the courage to start today.
Thank you so much for watching Beginner English. If today's lesson helped you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And tell us in the comments, which one of today's 5 tips will you try first? We read every single comment, and we would love to hear from you.
This is John.
And this is Emily from Beginner English. See you in the next lesson.